take a picture first, you Paul.
Okay, we're recording. I already pressed record. Okay, so
Okay.
hello everybody. Here we are again. Right now, I'm interviewing my brother. He lives in New York, and he's been here for about 2 years now, or 3 years, something like that. But I wanna get his life, and I wanna record basically for posterity purposes. So hopefully, all the family members can see it and can basically know what he's doing and up to. Arnie, you wanna let me know what your name is? Can you tell us your name?
Okay. My name is Arnold Susan, and Dad named me Arnold because he loves playing
Arnold
golf.
Palmer. Golf.
Yeah.
I see. I
Yes. Yes.
That's good. I didn't even know that. That's only the first time
I
I found out.
right.
That's
Right.
okay.
Right.
And do you mind telling us how old you are,
Oh, good
if you don't
question.
mind?
By this time, by this time, I'm sure the one interviewing me is older than me.
Yes.
I just turned 60
Oh
this year.
man,
Yeah.
congratulations. The big 60.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
saan ka where were you born?
Yeah. I was born in Pasay City and yeah, in Manila
Manila. Okay.
Sanitarium. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Basically, the floor is yours. Can you tell us, you start with your childhood first, tell us, a little bit about your childhood, where you went to school, and, if there's anything
Mm,
you want to discuss. It's really up to you what you want to tell people. You don't have to tell every single detail. It's really up to
yeah.
you what you want to
Yeah.
tell. Remember, you're being recorded, so people, will remember you what you basically want them to remember.
Okay.
All
Sure.
right.
So you're okay. So yeah. So I basically grew up in Manila,
Okay.
and this is really interesting because uh, I know I have sibs in Cebu,
Okay.
and so all the while I was thinking that it's all gonna be there, and I'll just grow up and study, and then be just be my own thing, and then I decided to take up civil engineering
Okay.
simply because I heard of that
Okay.
being a civil engineer, and but there are many things. There are many different ways how Dad and I met while in Manila.
Okay.
The martial law came, and Dad has been uh,
Detained.
uh, detained in Camp Aguinaldo.
Right.
So he has time to visit from time to time with all those huge guards, and so I get to somehow have that glimpse of that from time to time
So you
when he
actually
visits.
went to Company Galdo and visited him there inside in the
Oh,
prison.
not really. I don't think it's allowed. So, but they can come out with the
Okay.
guards.
Okay.
So that shows up, and yeah, I just want to also it was a bit awkward because I didn't really grow up with Dad, you
Okay.
know, and the not the way my sims like Junjun and the rest really started with just knowing Dad like from their childhood. So
Mm-hmm.
it was a bit awkward, but I just know, and I appreciate that. I appreciate his visits and very very few talks. But then I made the decision to take up civil engineering simply because, for one thing, if there's anything that made me realize that I have what it takes is simply math. That I can do math.
Okay.
But to become particularly a civil engineer, I have this thing that maybe Dad can teach me, or Dad can show me how it is to be a civil engineer.
Mhm.
And so there
Where
was
did you go to
another
school?
part.
What school did you go
I
to?
yeah, I went to UST,
UST.
University of Santo Tomas,
Did
School of
dad
Civil
support you
Engineering.
going to school? Did he pay for your tuition and stuff like that? I'm just curious.
Yeah. Yes,
He
Dad
did.
actually supported my college education up to a certain point.
Okay.
Up to I think I don't know if it's fourth year, fifth year. If I remember there were changes, in the company. I think he went back to Cebu, and the company, the office that he used to have in Legazpi Village in Makati, is not there anymore. So there were some changes like that, but yes, Dad supported me in my starting, um, probably the first 3 or 4 years,
Okay.
which is good, and then I frequent to Dad's office in Makati, and that's where I start meeting Connie, and then
So Connie is the
um,
first one you met then in the in our siblings. Is it Connie that you first met?
well, that I actually interacted with. Maybe I get to see Butch before,
Mm-hmm.
and but Connie is the one that I've actually interacted with because she's studying in Adamson, and we get to see each other. Like, she's in the office, I come to, actually just get my get my tuition and allowance. And
Okay.
I was actually in the payroll. It's like, there's what do you call this, a page condominium that the dad was constructing that time, by it's for Coneta, Mayor Coneta.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so while that's being built, how all this uh, payment systems, and I'm part of the list of those who's getting salaries. It's
Oh,
like,
okay.
wow. All right. So anyway, that's, yeah. I think it's
So you had a job then.
um, yeah, and I'm kind of like, oh, look at that, I'm part of the payroll. so it's like that staff in the office, and then my name, and then me. It's like, whoa. All right. So that was something that was, I would say, it's fun. So, and then I there's the Connie, and yeah, yeah, that was also fun. I taught her, actually. This was one problem that she's trying to solve in algebra, and I taught
And
her.
you taught her.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So
and
did you bond with Connie and Boots and all those guys? Because I was in the
well,
States. So
right, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You and Alonso might be in the States already, and so there, Connie and Butch, not much.
Mhm.
Um, and then there's a high school graduation. Okay, I'm just talking as
Yeah.
I remember. Okay, the
Yes.
high school graduation. This is funny. I know. Dad was there. He attended my high school graduation. He promised me a watch that
Okay.
I never had.
Yeah.
It's like, I was looking forward to that. I was actually waiting.
Uh-huh.
Then he said, and then that's that for my graduation gift. Anyway, and
Uh-huh.
he was with somebody. And the funny part is that I mistaken him. I don't know if it's. I thought that was Mitos.
Okay.
No, the strange part is that Randy came to me, and
Randy
then
came to you.
he
Okay.
kept saying that was me. Now, how in the world I mistaken him as Mitos, and how could, like a girl? Because when I talked to Mitos, she said that, I actually did not meet you in person in all those years. It's only now. It's only
Uh-huh.
when I was in Cagayan de Oro, and then we've got this reunion, and
Uh-huh.
that's where I met Mitos, and it was nice. It's like it's we gelled immediately. It's
Okay, that's
like
good.
there's a kindredness,
Uh-huh.
and then since we talk, so all the while I thought it was her. So that's why I keep saying I met Mitos. No, no, how
Turn
could
out,
that possibly be Randy? And then I realized Randy must be wearing a long,
yeah, he
does
had long hair
he
back
have
then.
long hair before? And oh
How
my
did you,
goodness. And
so you talked to Randy and Randy told you that that was him?
Randy, no, that was me. Because I saw you, you're in my graduation. And then Randy came to me. That was me. That was me with Dad. We were
Oh, wow. Okay.
together when we attended your graduation. So uh, anyway, okay, all right, sure.
That's actually that's a good story. I mean, you know, now especially now Randy
It's
passed away,
funny.
so that's a good story
It's
about Randy
funny.
right there.
Funny.
So I'm
Uh,
glad you remembered that.
I know. I'm speaking. This, are you gonna edit this or what? Are there going to be anyway? Anyway, so for you guys, next generation, next our children's children. Okay, if you want to hear this. So anyway, this is the fun part, and don't worry about whoever you are. My great grandsons and daughters,
Uh-huh.
your grandpa Arnie is a works now as a psychotherapist,
Wow. How
and
did it come about? Can you tell us the
and
story there?
in other words, I'm going to be telling stuff that's in the family I that my clients actually bring up with me, and I help them navigate those sort of interesting relationships. So,
I would really appreciate it because those are stories that I probably never heard. I mean, these are first time.
yeah.
The stories you're telling me right now are all new to me.
Mhm.
This is the first time I heard it,
Okay.
and that's
All
amazing.
right.
Because I didn't know you existed until I went home one time, and
Mm-hmm.
and then remember we had dinner somewhere, and then they said, "Oh, this is
In
Arnie."
Makati.
I can't
Yeah.
remember anymore, but I went home, and then nobody told me about you. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about your existence until that one dinner we had.
Mm-hmm.
So I was,
Mm-hmm.
how come I was in the
Yeah.
dark?
Yeah.
He told me, so
Yeah.
things like that. So
Yeah.
the stuff that you're telling us right now, which are all new, which is
Mm-hmm.
it really, it gives me the story from one side to the other, and then now I'm learning more. You're
Mm-hmm.
giving me all the
Yeah.
stories. So it's not only for the grandkids, it's also for us, for me, for my brothers, because so these are new.
Okay.
So thank you, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. So I'll let
Oh,
you
sure,
talk.
sure.
I'm gonna keep quiet now because your stories are amazing.
Yeah. No, no. Yeah. Well, yeah. So, so there. Uh, so there. Uh,
So you did you
I
work
met
as a
Peter.
okay? So you graduated, and then did you work as a civil engineer or okay? You met Peter. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm sharing this.
Okay,
I met Peter.
okay. And how did that come about?
When did that? Oh, Peter, I met him in one of the parties that the mayor, it's Mayor Cuneta at that time,
Mhm.
or no, the dad actually initiated that party, and the mayor was there. And it's because of the Page condominium. So probably a
Is
lot
that
of,
Mayor Cuneta, the father of Sharon Cuneta? Are they
I
related?
believe so. I believe
Okay,
so.
okay.
Yes. So and then and then oh, Peter, he reached out to me.
Okay.
So and I think he was the first one who actually initiated. He's Peter loves God, loves the Lord, and then came to me and then gave me this, I think this pamphlet that
Okay.
that talks about God,
Okay.
and so and then we talked. Then he tried. He was cool. I mean, I was like he's living out his convictions as a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
That time when he was talking to me, I was, you know, it was one of my. It's a typical engineering student who, you know, who after studying, drinks a lot,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
parties
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, but then he was the one who sort of did that, introduced it, and then so it's anyway. I'm supposed to mention this part where we started laughing when I was already in Cagayan de Oro. When now that when I was a pastor
Mm-hmm.
in Cagayan de Oro, and he lives in Iligan City, and then we get to see each other in Cebu frequently when um, um, it's gonna be in many places. So you just be the one to fix it, okay, June?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So let's see now. Peter was the one who told you about his his conviction
this is
of
yeah.
Christ, and then is that how did it start in you? I mean, did you
Yeah, so
right on you said, okay, this is my calling, I want to be a pastor, or it took a while, or how did it
yeah, it
happen?
took a while. It took a while. I finished my civil engineering first until somebody reached out to me in the
Okay.
campus, and then so that's where it really mattered. But when I was already um, working on becoming a pastor, I reached out to Peter and
Okay.
just to tell him that I just want to thank you.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Mhm.
I'm not talking to you, Siri. So anyway, um, so that's what happened.
Okay.
We met. Anyway, the funny part is that when we were telling our ages, so how old are you? Like I just told you my age, 60.
Right.
So I know that Peter is 60 years old right now.
Yes. You were both the same.
We are
Same
both
age.
we we have the same age. And then
Mhm.
when I found out about his birthday and then my birthday, I realized we're just only like
Few
12
months.
days
Right.
apart. Days. We're talking about days. His
Yes.
birthday is December.
Yes.
Mine is January.
Wow.
So, and then we crack. I remember we just crack up. It's like, man, Dad's been busy, Yeah. And that conversation took place in Cebu, and
Uh-huh.
so that was fun. That was neat. So anyway, so for all you kids there.
Mm-hmm.
And Peter has all daughters. I have
Oh,
daughters, and
daughters.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, so that was
Yeah.
fun. And
Okay. Where did you meet your wife? In Manila? Is she from Manila too, or Cagayan,
yeah,
or
no, I met Janet in the church.
in the church
So yeah,
in Manila?
in Manila,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yes. She's from Tarlac, actually.
Tarlac. My mom's from Tarlac.
Yeah, and they actually speak the language. Janet and your mom spoke the language. They
Yeah.
talk in Kapampangan.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
So there's a lot, June. If you have told me, I could have prepared like a
Prepare something. Don't worry
timeline.
about it, because
Like I could
I,
have,
I can
yeah.
tell that this conversation is gonna be past the 30 minutes. So we're gonna do another one on your time. Just tell me when you have available time, and maybe you could come up with stories, like this that's gonna, you know, excite me and
Mm-mm.
everybody else. I mean, I'm so
Yeah.
glad you agreed to do this, because it just opens up.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to get it from your
So
your
this is your
voice,
project.
from your voice, from your Galing sa'yo ba? Not from third
Yeah.
party or somebody else, from you. Because
Yes.
the only thing I hear about you is from, third party, from my brothers, and
Yeah. Or what did they
now
tell you? I'm interested now. I'm
they were just
curious.
telling me, oh yeah, Arnie,
Mm,
the dad's son, from a different mom, and stuff like that,
mm,
not that
mm.
much, pero yun lang mga ganon, that you were religious, and you know
Yeah.
and everybody
Yeah.
likes you, this, if you want to find out, nobody hates you, everybody loves you. So we accept
Yeah.
you as our brother, I mean, we all
I'm
love you,
blessed. I'm really blessed. I'm
yeah,
fortunate to have you guys. I
yeah.
mean,
And to
in
tell
fact,
you the truth, I wanna
mm.
bond with your kids, the girls, eventually later on, hopefully there's gonna be a chance where the whole family will bond,
Yeah. Actually, they'll be visiting us here this December.
okay,
All my daughters. So yeah, I can just give you a call or maybe FaceTime, and then okay,
yes, yes,
this is
Rocco.
dad. This is their grandpa.
Mhm.
Um, Dad has a picture of the twins.
Okay.
And oh my goodness, by the way, you have the same birthday, July 12th.
Oh really?
Oh yeah,
The twins is
the
July 12th?
twins, my twins, my
Yeah.
eldest twins. Yeah,
Oh my
they have
God.
a
See,
photo with
that's
dad when they were small. It's cute twins, and then dad was holding them, and then it's so funny. Anyway,
okay.
I have
So
to look for that
if they
picture.
were
Yeah.
born July 12th, they're very pretty.
Of
Oh, I
course.
didn't I didn't know that. No, see, I learned
Yeah.
something new every day. I mean, this is something new too. I'll remember
Mhm.
that for now, July 12th. I'll remember them, not only my birthday,
Yeah.
but your kid's birthday.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
that's
So
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Many
go ahead,
things.
continue.
The twins, they learned how to swim because uh, Butch kids, Butch and Grace's kids actually taught them
Oh, okay.
in dad's pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
where they learn to swim. They actually learn to swim, like
So
survive and
yeah.
everything.
So they're
So
swimmers now. Yeah.
yeah, they
Yes.
yeah. I'm so thankful for that. So
Hmm.
even Esther, the eldest of the twin, joined the competition
So did
in
they didn't come with
for
you
getting their
to
own.
New York? They stayed in the Philippines. It's only you and Janet.
Yes, it was. I didn't even. New York was not even going to the state. Settling in states is not really part of the plan. We were here only for a vacation, and we took advantage. We took a bold step, like during the pandemic, to get tickets are so cheap, and then there's not much. But it
Hmm.
was it was pandemic.
Uh-huh.
But so we visited Pennsylvania. And this is the side of Janet,
Hmm.
and we stayed there until after a year when we're ready to leave. Like that was October. That was November of 2021. We
Hmm.
were ready to go back to the Philippines.
Okay.
Somebody gave NYC a tip that Arnie and Janet is here. They're like this. They can do this. They're pastors before. This I was already majoring in my craft, psychotherapy, and I'm finishing my doctorate now.
Mm.
So that's why. And they've been pastors for this long. I mean, you might want to interview them and maybe
Hmm.
ask them to pray about it.
Okay.
And we were already praying for a certain country where we could just help, not really do the same things like doing the senior leadership as a pastor before. I felt like I'm done with that.
Uh-huh.
So they interview us, and then next thing we knew, they started processing our papers, and we're part of the team now in New York City called Every Nation New York City. The Philippines is Every Nation Philippines, but it's named Victory. But it's a global ministry anyway. So And now we're here. We're still here. And
So you weren't really planning on staying. I mean, it wasn't planned. You just came
it
to
wasn't planned.
visit
Yeah.
Janet's family, I guess, because
Well,
Janet's
yes,
family's here.
yes.
And then
Ye-
this came out. They found out who you are and decided, they want you to stay.
Yes,
And,
yes. And then
so
plus they know that I'm a therapist, so
how did that
this
come
would really
about? That
help.
psychotherapist, how
Oh,
did
yeah.
you were a
So
civil engineer and then you're a pastor,
when
and then
when we moved back to Manila after our 14 years of stay in Cagayan de Oro City,
mhm.
and I'm so thankful with the Cagayan de Oro City because that's where also I get to 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 be associated with you.
Did you learn how to
First
speak
time.
Bisaya? Because baka
Um,
huh? Did you learn how to
um,
speak Bisaya? No?
yeah, well, at first, they were laughing at me. So,
Okay.
and since we're working mainly on the campus,
Uh-huh.
so so we were thinking, it wouldn't be that much of, and then plus at that time, um, the social media, the internet, and the cable TVs are already. That's the advent of all those things that came in. So
Okay.
so it's like it's shaping even the linguistics of the people. So,
Uh-huh.
but then it's still, of course, especially Cagayan de Oro is still very much Bisaya,
Okay.
Cebuano, and yes, I can still understand, of course, but you know.
Yes, I understand. No problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I will try. I almost did when you were saying you mentioning something. Oh, but and I don't want any more because yeah. I don't want because I can't converse in pure Bisaya, but um,
Okay,
but
going
I
back
can
to
still understand.
psychotherapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, how did that come about again? So,
Yes. So after my 14 years of I just felt like I need to pursue something that may not that is still related to my experience, but not anymore in that level of pastoring.
mhm.
And counseling is really big because we are a huge ministry, but it seems like when there are cases that just mere biblical counseling really cannot handle, and I felt that there's a need. So I went to a theological seminary that actually have that as a program, but the way they're doing it is that's why I can be a therapist uh, for both for the unchurched, for the non-church people and the church people. So
Yes.
so I can I strike anywhere.
Okay.
So that's why that's my clientele would be like that. So
Mhm.
just my schedule. I gave you. That's why I cannot just give you my schedule
I understand.
because I have slots that
Yes.
I meet with people.
Mhm.
So that's why a lot of them are not actually not church people. They're you know and so there. So anyway, I took my MA. I finished my MA, and then I took the board exam again. So besides the civil engineering board exam that I passed,
Mhm.
I took the board exam again for becoming a professional counselor,
Mhm.
and then this scholarship opened, and so I took the doctorate. So I'm a clinical counselor. I'm a clinical Christian counselor. So
The
that's the
doctorate, you're doing
PhD.
that right now. You're still that's ongoing right now for the doctorate.
Yes, I'm in my last leg, the dissertation.
Oh wow.
So I'm hoping to defend my
Mm.
my paper
Yes.
early next year and hopefully finish it before the year ends, 2024.
Wow. So you're gonna be a
So that's
doctor
what.
soon. You're like,
Yeah.
I mean, Peter's a doctor in I can't remember now, but
Yes. Yes. Yes.
in
Yes.
agriculture or something, or something like that.
Right.
And you're
Right.
gonna be a a doctor in
in psychotherapy, yeah,
psychotherapy. Wow.
psychodynamic psychotherapy. So there, and yeah, and that's what I'm doing now on the sides here in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
Besides helping with
And,
the ministry, I
and you
I
did
still
get a
meet
scholarship.
clients.
You do have a scholarship for that, so everything is free basically.
Oh well, yes, except for other parts, but I was still sponsored by the church. Still helped me with the other stuff like books,
Uh-huh.
but the thousands of dollars of of payment for the doctoral
Mm-hmm.
program, the scholarship, the foundation actually supported me. There's an office here in the East Coast, and there's another one in the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a Naramore Christian Foundation. So they're the ones. So the teachers are also mostly from that place. So they want to help the third world country,
Oh, okay.
have this course. So I was so blessed to actually become part of the cohort
Mm-hmm.
that they've actually singled out for that. So they, yeah.
So once you got your doctorate, what will you be planning? Are you going to be doing that as your main work then?
I
Uh,
would I would do that.
uh, and would you do it
I
in the
will do
U.S. or in
that.
the Philippines? Or something you don't
I'm
know yet?
also preparing to actually as early as now I can already start preparing for uh, the mental health license here in New York City.
Mm,
But I want to finish first this doctorate, so I just want to
get it
totally
out of the way. Yeah.
get through with this, yeah, get this out of the way, so I can study again. But should they favor all my credentials, I might just take the exam. So
Mm-hmm.
and then get my license here in NYC, and possibly connect with the city needs it.
Man, Arnie, I'm so
Oh
proud of
my,
you, man. I mean,
yeah.
imagine you're 60 years old and you're still going to school and still have plans for your life. I mean, I'm retired
Yeah.
right now, and I'm so happy being retired. I'm not as stressed as I used to be. So, you know,
Hmm.
so so
Yeah.
I'm done with, that's why I got time to do this because I got all the time in the world now, because I'm retired. So that's why he said, oh, this will keep me busy, especially in the States, where hindi
Yeah.
kagaya in the Philippines where, you got friends, you got, things to do all the time. But over here,
Yeah.
once you're retired, you're
Yeah.
just home, and this one is keeping
Yeah.
me busy, basically. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
I
so,
have I have clients from different demographics, ages, and now I meet clients from California, and then two from California, and
mm-hmm,
Santa Barbara and San Diego, and then there's a number here in NYC. So
mm-hmm,
that's pretty neat. So there.
mm-hmm,
But for now, like their payments come as a support to my ministry.
mm-hmm,
It's like I just give them a push pay, and
yeah,
but then it gives them a receipt. So that's the thing. So I don't give them the market price,
yeah,
which is an advantage also for
mm-hmm,
them,
yeah,
because I only charge very very minimal.
mm-hmm,
I want to explore different narratives, and really help them in cultures also. So that's really my goal. So that means that it's only when I get my license that's where I'm going to be charging the US price.
yes,
But
yes.
this time it's not. So it's really more of almost like a really really very affordable uh, per
So,
session.
so
So
if once you're done a doctorate and you end up working here in the US, that means the kids are gonna be coming here too. You're gonna sponsor them and bring them over here, right? Is that part of the
if
plan?
they
Or
want to,
if
if
they
they
want to?
want to, it's yeah, it's just, I'm giving them full autonomy. There's one, the youngest, Deborah. She's already in LA, and she's doing her thing. She's working at the same time studying. She's working as a graphic artist,
Oh,
and
wow. So one of
So
your
they're
daughter is in LA right now.
yes, LA,
Know that?
wow, the heart of LA,
Yeah.
and
So
studying at the same time. So I think they're working. The company's working on her, the sponsorship part.
mhm.
So
Randy's
so they're doing.
daughter Rachel lives in LA. So maybe they should meet up one
Oh
of
yeah,
these days, So, it's family. So
wow,
Randy's daughter, her name is Rachel.
yeah, okay,
She lives in LA. She's a physical therapist over there. So,
wow,
so I don't know. Maybe they should, because
yeah. Where do you stay?
me,
Yes.
I live in Seattle.
Um. Okay.
I live
All
in
right.
Seattle, Washington. But
It's nice there.
Rachel lives in
They
LA.
they they said it's very nice there. Maybe I can visit you sometime.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. But I'll be leaving
Yeah.
to the Philippines November 21. So
Okay.
so I'll be there till March. So, from November 21 till March, and I'll be back here but about the end of March. But if you want to
Yeah.
come here, you're
Oh.
very welcome. So you can